Okay, guys, today we're talking about simplifying fractions. New chapter. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know about you guys, but I love this stuff. This is kind of why we learned how to factor. Okay? The reason that we learned how to factor, this helps us simplify some algebraic fractions. So let's look at what we've got here. Today our objective is to simplify algebraic fractions. That means if we had this fraction, we want to simplify it into, oh look, I factored it, didn't I? Right? Those are the factors of 4 and the factors of 6. I'm going to cancel out anything I have common, and I've got 2 over 3. So now it's reduced. But today we need to learn how to do that with algebraic fractions, not just numerical fractions. Okay? All right. No key terms that we need to talk about today, but a note here. When the numerator and the denominator have no common factors other than 1 or -1, the fraction is said to be in simplest form. And I put reduced there in parentheses. All right? Now, to simplify a fraction, factor the numerator and the denominator completely. That's step 1. We learned how to do that in the last unit. We know how to factor the numerator and the denominator. Yes? Good. All right. And cancel any common factors, just like I did with the numbers here. Right? Now remember, you cannot divide by 0. That's against the law. That's bad, Chase. You're going to math jail. All right? Do not divide by 0. That's against the law. So you have to do something that we call restricting the variables in the denominator. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in example number 1. By excluding any values that make the denominator equal to 0. We're actually going to, for instance, let's say we had a fraction like this. 4 over x minus 1. Okay? Now x can be anything except a number that would make the entire denominator 0. So we have to look at the whole denominator, x minus 1, and we have to let it equal 0. And then I'm going to solve for it, add 1 on both sides. So if x equals 1, then this thing is 0. So we have to say x cannot equal 1. It's restricted. Okay? X can be anything but 1, because that would make it 0, and then Chase would be going to jail, and we don't want that. Okay? All right, guys, let's look at example number 1.